What's good, racing world? This is Mr. Matt Racing. My name's Matt Dobbs, and this is a new edition of Fast Friday. This week, we have the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series back in action, along with the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series and the Cup Series. But not all series are in the same location this week. The trucks are running at Lime Rock Park for their final road course race of the season, while the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series and the Cup Series run their fourth restrictor plate race of the season in Atlanta under the lights. And I gotta tell you, we are in for a wild one this week. So let's just get right into it. Starting off, we have the Cup Series. I'm gonna be a little different with my pick for this one. When I watch these races with my dad or my brother or whoever it may be, one of the questions I'm always asking is, who do you think has the best chance to get their first career win? Because let's face it, it's luck of the draft. Anybody can win at any time on these kind of tracks. So as far as picks go, favorite for this week, I'm probably looking towards somebody like a Brad Keselowski. I think Keselowski's been running too good at Atlanta not to close the deal. He came a lap short of winning last summer's race before he got passed by Chase Elliott going through turn one. So if Brad can stay out of trouble, I think he's going to snap that 2+ year losing streak and get his second win as an owner. Now, as far as long shot or first career win, I'm looking towards Zane Smith. Smith has been quietly good on the drafting tracks, and Front Row Motorsports in general runs pretty good on these drafting style racetracks. So I feel like with Smith, especially considering that he's led laps in other races this year on non-drafting tracks, I think Smith has what it takes. He just needs to stay up front, keep the car clean, and if he finds the right partner at the right time, in particular Todd Gilliland, his teammate, maybe Smith will get front row another win. Now let's shift gears to the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. When we last saw them here at Atlanta, it was Sheldon Creed who got his first career win, finally, after contact from Ross Chastain to Austin Hill resulted in Creed making the pass through turns 3 and 4 coming to the checkers. As far as who I might look at for winning this week, for that series, I'm probably going to say Austin Hill is by far the favorite. This guy just runs too good at Atlanta, especially in that series. He's had it the easiest when it comes to controlling the race from out front, as opposed to Daytona and Talladega. So unless Hill gets run into from behind like he did back in the spring, or unless something happens to that 21, I think it's going to be pretty hard to pass that 21. But for a first career win possibility, I might look at Ryan Sieg. How many times has this guy come close to his first career win in this series? Almost a handful now. I mean, heck, he was one of the closest finishes of all time at Texas a couple years ago with Sam Mayer, and that's not even a drafting track. But Sieg, I can just see him as a potential threat late in the race. He's running good on the intermediates. He just hasn't had the finishes to show for it. That team's just been having trouble putting races together this year. But I think this week, Sieg may very well put himself in position. But we'll just have to see how that goes. Now let's look at the Craftsman Truck Series. They're running a standalone race this week at Lime Rock Park. No Cup drivers, no O'Reilly Auto Parts Series drivers, and no regular crew members either. I'll get to that in a second, though. As far as who I think is going to win this one, I got to say Lane Riggs. Or as he put it himself, Lane Van Rigsbergen. Riggs has run really good, not just all season, but on the road course layouts as well. He's got 2 wins on road course layouts so far. One in St. Petersburg and one at Naval Base Coronado, where the Lane Van Rigsbergen nickname first came about. Honestly, you can't ever count Riggs out of a road course at this point. He's pretty much establishing himself as one of the best, if not the best, road racer right now in the Truck Series circuit, and I think he might prove it once again this weekend. Now, I mentioned that there's no regular crew members for the truck race this week. Standalone weekends, whenever the lower series runs at a different location than that of the Cup Series, live pit stops, race off pit road, those don't exist all of a sudden. Why? Like, why are we still doing that? I don't understand it. Is this NASCAR's way of saying, oh, these backup crew members, they don't have what it takes? Or they're not regular members, so we're not going to put them through that strain. We're not going to put them to that test or anything like that. Like, what are we doing here? You're taking away a big portion of the race within the race. Making up track position on pit road is what creates the excitement. And you're taking away the strategy on top of that too. Everyone's going to be on equal tires the entire time. Everyone's going to be on the same fuel load. And not to mention, you can't even fuel the car until those non-competitive pit stops happen. Like, whatever happened to racing within the race in these standalone events? And plus, not to mention, and this is just me saying this, you got to do live pit stops. You got to give these extra crewmen an opportunity, because what if they're auditioning for a future spot on a Cup Series team or an O'Reilly Auto Parts Series team to do live pit stops in those series? That's their audition. And yet you're not giving them that opportunity just because the excuse is, oh, the regular members are not there with these teams, so we're just going to do non-competitive. We'll give them 3 minutes to do whatever, and they'll come out of pit road in the same finishing position from the first stage to start the second stage or whatever it is. Like, no. You got to do live pit stops. You're taking away the whole aspect of the race from like 60% of it. Literally, at least 60% of it comes from pit road. And that's arguably your best spot to make up track position if your truck is struggling in traffic, or if you can't make up any ground on the racetrack. Like, you're practically conceding to the dominant trucks at that point. All because of a rule. That's not even a rule. I call it a fake rule, in my opinion. But you know what? What do I know? I just watch. But anyways, who do you guys think is going to win the races this weekend? And will the luck of the draft at Atlanta prove to be, indeed, luck? Let me know in the comments below. While you're at it, leave a like, share this video, subscribe for more content. It's totally free. Greatly appreciate it. Totally helps me out. Don't forget to hit the little bell that notifies you when I upload. And then stay tuned for Time Trial Tuesday as I go over this weekend's events from Lime Rock Park and Atlanta Motor Speedway. I'm not calling it Echo Park, by the way. That's just stupid to me. And also, see this mic behind me right here? Got a series coming soon. I'll provide the details probably in the next week or so. So stay tuned. And also, 100 subscriber event coming up. Doing giveaways. It's going to be die casts. And I've already got one picked out. So just keep subscribing and I will show you very soon. Until then, see you on the road.